What you got there?
Well, today we're doing some spaghetti in the freeze dryer. This homemade spaghetti. And this went into the freezer while it was still a little warm, so it's got a little extra ice on there. But that's okay. So there are two different batches. One of them I put olives in it, and Janet isn't really thrilled about the olives. But I wanted to see if they freeze dry. And also John doesn't like olives, so we have one batch that has no olives, and then the rest are for me. Now this one looks a little nicer. And this has Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top as well. So it's all self-contained and ready to go.
And I see olives.
Yeah, well this one has olives. I'm gonna start. Got to close the drain valve. And here we go. Voila! Well, the spaghetti turned out well, and it looks like it's all dry. So I'm going to get this vacuum packed up, and so I can go home, and we'll try this out on another day. Today we're going to try some spaghetti that I did about a week ago, and this is two batches. I had 4 trays in the freeze dryer. This one has no olives, and this one does have olives. We had a little bit less of this. This was left over from one of the days we made it down here, and then I made a big batch to fill out the rest of the trays. So we don't have quite as much of this, and people will probably fight over it, but Jenny and I are going for the olives version. Yeah, I just want your impression on what those noodles are like.
That's kind of fun.
Aren't those fun?
Yeah, but it tastes like spaghetti. It's crunchy. It kind of reminds me of, like, dry ramen. I mean, it's dry noodles.
But more like, we were thinking, Jenny and I were talking about this, we were thinking more like chow mein noodles. Dried chow mein noodles, right?
A little bit, but those don't really have... I'm just thinking because it's the crunchy noodles and it has flavor on it.
Okay.
It reminds me of this, like, little Korean snack thing that I get that you're supposed to eat the noodles dry and you just put the flavoring in and shake it up and
Oh,
just
I haven't
crunch,
tried those.
Just crunch on the noodles.
You need to bring some of those. Okay, well the water's ready. We're going to start getting this ready to go. Well, we think it's going to take maybe 3 cups per tray. This one was a little less than a tray. And the excess space, I put other things on it. So, but we'll see. It might be as many as 4 cups. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly how much came out of this, but it was a lot. There were 4 trays of spaghetti. Okay, so we're just going to give it a shot till it kind of looks like it's got the right consistency.
I'm doing no olives.
Okay, here, I'll take that away.
Okay. Thank you. I have my hands full. It smells and looks like the spaghetti you made. I'm hungry, so I'm loading up.
There's Parmesan right there.
That's fake Parmesan. Why can't we get real Parmesan?
Because it doesn't keep as long.
Well, just use it more and it won't have that problem.
Janet's very talented. She can twirl spaghetti and walk at the same time.
That's about the best of my talents, is that right there. Yeah, it tastes like your spaghetti.
How are the noodles?
Noodles are rehydrated. I don't have a problem with this. Sorry guys. No spaghetti for you. No, just kidding. Come get your spaghetti. Come get your spaghetti.
Which one are you going for? Olive or no olive?
I don't mind the olive, so I'll take some of that because I know John doesn't like olives. My mom doesn't want the olives.
Oh, okay.
So
The one other thing, the batch with the olives does have pork, so it's beef and pork. And this one is beef only. Did I forget to tell you that one?
It's good.
Okay. How'd this turn out over here? Is that all rehydrated?
yeah, it
Looks like it. All right, beautiful. Oh, you take after your mother. You can walk and twirl too.
Well, I just gotta mix the cheese in, so you just don't get a mouthful of cheese. I'm not as talented as she is.
Good little Hellman over here. Well, get some soap for your mouth.
Yeah, the noodles rehydrated well. The sauce is good. It tastes like spaghetti. I like this better than the commercial freeze-dried spaghetti that we've had before. It's
Oh,
good.
this is Brian's recipe. Brian's a good cook. I'm lucky. I have an awesome husband.
Okay, Jenny, there you go.
Okay. This spaghetti is good.
Let's see how much cheese you put on it. Ah.
Put a little cheese on there. Everything reconstituted. We're careful about how much water we put in there so it wasn't too slimy. It's spaghetti. I haven't ever tried the Mountain House spaghetti, so I can't make that comparison, but I'm sure this is tailored more to our needs. Mountain House is kind of commercially. The nice thing about having the Harvest Right freeze dryer is you can make your spaghetti and have that, or your meatloaf, or whatever it is you choose to freeze dry.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, you make some mean meatloaf.
Awesome. Meatloaf.
I think I just got roped into making some meatloaf. Thank you, Jenny.
I just thought that would be interesting to freeze dry. You could cut it.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be
rehydrate and-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some gravy.
I'll have meatloaf, no gravy.
Let's take a quick bite before I put on a bunch of Parmesan cheese. There's a little piece of meat right there. Fully reconstituted.
How'd the meat do?
Meat seems good to me. Let's grab a couple. Let's isolate the meat. You know, I can tell because I know it's been freeze dried. I can kind of tell, but I wouldn't. I think I would be fine. I don't think I'd guess that if I didn't know.
I'm very happy with this.
My calculation brings it within like
I think it's really fun being able to make your own stuff and being able to put as much meat as you want, because you know the meat's expensive, right? So I could see why some other brands don't have as much meat as I'd like, because it would drive the price up. But if it doesn't matter to you, put the extra meat in there. So I think this is great. And for theepicenter.com,
Brian's signing out.